Manuela.
Hi, I'm Emanuela. I'm a psychology major, and I'm excited to see all the talent that you guys have for us.
And what's your major, Manuela?
I said psychology.
Oh, my bad. How about you, Thomas?
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Van Zant. I'm a political science and an international business double major. It has been so much fun getting to be with this freshman council this past 2 semesters, and getting to see, meet you guys, getting to see what y'all can do, and I'm really excited to see these submissions today.
All right, Janatalie.
Hi, I'm Janatalie. I'm a nursing major, and I can't wait to see y'all's talent.
And Chris.
I'm Chris Castro. I'm a cinema arts major, and yeah, man, excited to just feel the vibes and see all the talents and stuff.
And last but not least, Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen, senior psychology major, and y'all better bring it because I'm ready to see it.
I like that energy. Thank you, wonderful judges. I can't wait to see who the Simon Cowell is of the group. My money's on Thomas. Anyway, it's time to go ahead and get started with our contestants. First up is an electrical engineering major and second-year student who loves eating, dancing, skating, swimming, flipping, traveling, and taking the breath away from the host from reading all of this. Let's check out our first contestant, Christopher Bautista.
I've been feeling kinda cooped up. I'm trying to get some fresh air. Hey, why you got the roof out? You know it never rains here. Hey, you ain't got a flash when you're taking your picture. You ain't gotta draw no extra attention. Paparazzi wanna shoot ya. Time for less out here. I've been in my bag anyway, trying to throw a bag in the safe. You can turn your in the base. Baby, man, I want some baby names. Time for less out here. Do what I gotta do, bruh. Get up in my rearview mirror. I can't be running round that open strip. I need tents, windows, I need tents, windows tint. I can't be flying down that one tent. With the bag in my whip, I need tents, windows tint. I need tents, windows tint. And it's no good for me, it's so good for them. I need tents, windows tint. I need tents, windows tint. I've got way too much to lose, so we're gonna go up real quick. I need tents, windows tint.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Christopher, for your submission. Let's see what the judges have decided in scoring. Judges, you got your scores ready? You guys can go ahead and hold them up whenever you're ready.
Are y'all ready?
Almost.
Oh. That's a 9, not a P.
All right, so we have Emanuela with a 7, Thomas with a 7, Janatalie with a 10, but backwards. Chris Castro with a 9, and Jalen with a 9. All right, guys, let's get some responses on why we got those scores. Emanuela, starting with you.
I gave it a 7 because, like, obviously dancing is cool. I liked it. I would have loved to see more variation in the moves, but other than that, I thought it was really nice.
Okay. How about you, Thomas?
I'm going to kind of echo what Emanuela said. A little bit more variation would have been really cool to see. I would say, like, it set a really high standard for the rest of these videos. I mean, that was impressive. Type of thing that I would never dream of doing, right? But some more variation or something like that would be really awesome to see in there.
Gotcha. How about you, Janatalie?
You know, I gave it a 10 because I wasn't expecting dancing. Usually when I think of talent show, people always sing, and just because he stood out from what my expectations were, and it was awesome, gave it a 10.
Nice. How about you, Chris?
I think it was just fantastic from the jump. I mean, just the energy he came out with. He started on a skateboard. You know, he did a little trick. You know, and then he started doing, you know, he started busting a move and stuff. You know, I gave it a 9, by the way. But I just think it was a really great intro, and I think it just had a lot of energy and was just really just showing that he just putting everything he had on the table and just showing what he can do. And I thought it was a really good video.
For sure, for sure. And finally, Jalen, what's your thoughts?
Yes, I agree with you, Natalie and Chris. You know, it was a skateboard scene that really got me. I like that, you know, come in strong and then, you know, the flips, the turns, you know, you was on your head for a good 5 seconds. Look. But yes, overall, I loved it.
Yes, it was a really good submission, Chris. So we're going to go ahead and go to our next contestant. Next up, we have a music education major who is a freshman at HBU. Her favorite color is pink, and she really likes painting and making jewelry. Let's check out our second contestant, Ariana Jacobs.
Hi, my name is Ariana Jacobs, and I'll be singing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid for Huskies Got Talent. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young woman, sick of swimming, ready to stand, and ready to know what the people know. Ask my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world. Thank you.
Okay, I see you, Ariana. That was really good. All right, judges. If you guys are ready, go ahead and write down your scores and show them whenever you're ready. Eight. All right, all right. So for Emanuela, is that a backwards? Okay, it's backwards on my screen. But Emanuela has given us a, what is that? A 9. Thomas has given us a 6. Janatalie has given us an 8. Chris has also given us an 8. And Jalen has given us a 9. All right, judges, can we get some explanations for these scores? Let's start with Janatalie this round.
I gave it an 8 because the tone was great. I felt very moved by this performance. It made me want to be a part of that world. And I really love your vocals. You're exemplary.
All right. How about you, Thomas?
Well, I'm gonna be real. Like the vocals, that was an amazing job. But it was also kind of the thing that I'd come in expecting to see in a talent show. So I'm looking for something a little bit more to stand out, be a little bit different than that. Really good singing. I just want something a little bit different.
Yeah. How about you, Chris?
I like Thomas's point. I did really enjoy the rendition. I was kind of getting goosebumps. I don't know if it's because it's really cold in my room or because it's I think kind of both. but I think it was a really good rendition of the song. And I think the only reason I would gave it an 8 was kind of Thomas's reasoning too, is that, I was kind of looking for just like weird talents and stuff. And I think the singing was great, but, I'm trying to like, wait for the, kind of spaz stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jalen, how about you?
I gave it a 9 because, well, I was told I couldn't do decimal points because if I could, then a 9.75. Because she sounded like Ariel to me. Like I really felt like I was watching a movie all over again. And I really enjoyed it. She gave me a little face. I would have liked a little more face, just a little more like confusion when you said, what is that word? But other than that, it was good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And finally, Emanuela.
I also gave it a 9. Singing is a talent in its own, and she did a wonderful job about it. And she emoted really well at the end. And I also agree with Jalen. I feel like there could have been a little bit more facial expression, but other than that, I thought it was wonderful.
All right, thank you, judges. We're going to go ahead and go on to our next contestant. And our next contestant will be going for a Bachelor of Arts in Vocal Performance. He is also a freshman at HBU, and his hobbies include singing, producing music, and a fun fact about him is that he drew the artwork for his first album titled Isolation, which was sung, written, and produced all by himself. Sounds like the next Billie Eilish to me. So let's tune in to Jaden Seals' video.
Hello, my name is Jaden Seals, and I will be singing an original song called Isolation, which is from my EP Isolation, which is now available on all streaming services. I'm not complaining because I told you that there's nothing to be sad for, and I don't understand why I'm hating the fact that I'm the one who shut the door. I can't stop this aching, my heart is still sore. But I don't want you back, my feelings I ignore. And your words are so deceiving. You're in my mind, I'm disbelieving. So don't try to play with me. Just move on and let this be. Yeah, I love this. Wrote this love song for us. Yeah, but it's turning, 'cause I'm trying to believe. I just need a little bit of isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. A little bit of isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. I should've never gave up on this, 'cause it was never even your fault. Won't you come back to me and we can get through this? I promise it'll be okay. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah. Isolation, yeah.
Okay, Jaden with the vocals. We're gonna have to start working on your stage name like J Drizzle or JK or something like that. All right, anyways, Justice, what's your scoring look like, Justice?
Oh.
Judges thinking hard about it this round. Almost got all the judges. All right, so for Emanuela, we have an 8. Thomas, we have an 8. Janatalie, we have a 9. Chris, we have an 8. And Jalen, we have a 7. All right, let's get some feedback for this round, guys. How about we start with Jalen? Jalen, can you give us some reason for your score?
So I think it was an amazing song. But I heard that little run you did in there, and so I wanted a little more of that, but you wasn't giving it, you wasn't taking me there. So you did that run, and I was like, oh, he finna kill me, like my wig gonna be on the floor. But you didn't go there, and I was waiting. I feel like you had that potential. I know you do, and I need you to go full throttle into it.
For sure, for sure. All right, Chris, give us a little explanation for your score.
I thought it was really great. I really liked that he put an original song on there. I wasn't expecting anybody to put their own original produced and written song on the in the talent show. I think it was a great song. The only reason I gave it an 8 was again, I think it was a great song, but I feel like probably at some part, I don't know. I just felt like an 8 to me. Maybe because it was a singing thing, or because he sung great. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but I just felt like an 8 to me. And but I think it's kind of a double win because he has a chance to win a AirPods, and he also got free promo. So make sure to go check out his stuff.
Mhm.
Go check it out because that was good. And yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it on the radio. How about you, Thomas? Give us an explanation.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of echoing what both of the judges have already said. I really I enjoyed the passion and the originality of which, he created his own song and was performing it for us. And I really enjoyed the passion and the lyrics and that type of thing. It didn't feel like the passion carried over as much to the vocals. And I felt like that's kind of what was lacking. So I was listening to it and I was like, wow, this really, it's connecting. It makes sense. But then when I was watching it, it was a little bit harder to get it as much. So the passion, the drive is there, the potential is there, but a little bit more passion in the vocals, I think would have boosted the score up.
Got you. How about you, Manuela?
So I gave it an 8 because, first of all, writing, producing, all of that is amazing. That's a talent in itself. And I think I would agree with Thomas. I feel like maybe if the video just had a little more just feeling in the singing as well, I would have connected more to it. But other than that, very talented, and I enjoyed it.
And finally, Janatalie.
I gave it a 9 because not only did he sing a song, he sung his song, a song he wrote, produced, and provided the vocals for. I should have gave it a 10, but I didn't because I already used my 10. So keep about to download your EP as soon as this is over.
For sure. And let's not forget, he did do the artwork for the cover. So thank you, Jaden, for your submission. We're going to go ahead and go to the next performer. Okay, next we have a junior at HBU who is an art major and loves things like drawing and sculpting, but makeup is definitely one of her favorite forms of art because of how she can physically become the visual art in her head. So let's give it up for our modern day makeup Picasso, Laura Flores. All right, Laura, thank you for your submission. Your video was so good it made me blush. Get it? Because you, I'm sorry. It was a dad joke. Anyways, judges, take it away with your scores. All right, almost got all the judges.
I did not draw that very well.
I can read it. All right, so we have a 6 for Emanuela. We have a ugly 5 from Thomas. We have a 5 from Janatalie. We have a 7 from Chris and a 7 from Jalen. All right, let's get an explanation. We're going to start with Chris this round. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I'm not really a big expert on makeup, so I'm kind of just trying to judge it off the artwork. So I think it looked really good. I mean, we didn't really see much. It was kind of quick at the end. If I would have preferred if it would have been a little bit longer, focusing on the end result, so we could really get a good look of it. Because I feel like we weren't really able to appreciate as much because it was so fast at the end. But another thing too is that it was a pretty short video. It was like, I think it was like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So if it was like maybe I would it was a little bit longer, or just maybe like a minute long or something, or a little bit long. We weren't able to enjoy it and see the application of makeup. I think that would have been cool to see, and so that's why I gave it a 7. It was
Yeah,
no,
I got you. Manuela, give us your thoughts.
So makeup in itself is very difficult. So I give her props for attempting that look because it was very creative. It wasn't really just like a basic look. I would agree with Chris that I wish it was a little longer, and I wish we got to see more of the steps. Because what if I want to follow it? So I would have loved to see how she got from point A to point B.
Gotcha. How about Thomas?
Yeah, really just echoing on the length of the video. It would have been great to get a lot. There was a lot of potential in that to try and get the story behind it. Why was that chosen as the makeup that was to be performed on, and like why should other people do it? That type of thing. There was just seemed to be a lot of potential in it that was just missed out because we just got to see 20 seconds of video for it. So I really think it was really good makeup looking. But again, like just the potential for it could have been so much better, I think, in that case.
Understandable. Janatalie?
I gave it a 5 because I blinked and I didn't get to see the end of it. So I can't really like judge it effectively without seeing it.
Yeah, I got you. And finally, Jalen.
Yes. First of all, let me see, love. That look was amazing. Okay. I wholeheartedly think you put your efforts into it, and I love the art that you did. But again, it was very short. Maybe we should have played it a second time so we could that second feel. But you had me at the clouds on the eyebrows. You did. You got me right there.
For sure. I love the weather. Weather's been pretty good recently. So next up, we're going to go to our next contestant. We have an education major who has high hopes of becoming a teacher one day and changing the world in our next generation. She was classified as a junior and transferred to HBU this past fall because, as we all know, you can't avoid that Husky life. She also loves singing, dancing, and has loved doing musical theater for years. A fun fact about her is that she used to work at Starbucks. That means after quarantine is over, I'm expecting a discount at whatever location that was. So let's give it up for Lacey Tushnet.
Hi, my name is Lacey Tushnet. I'm a junior and I love to sing. So I'm going to sing for you guys. But whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye, I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once, right, sir? Whole life is juicy, juicy, and you'll see, I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I'm simply gonna march my heart to drummer. Don't bring around a cloud or rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One ding, that bell will go clang. High on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey, HBU, here I am. I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least didn't fake it, hat, sir. Guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I'm simply gonna march my heart to drummer. No, buddy, no, nobody is gonna rain on my Thank you.
Thank you, Lacey, for your submission. Mariah Carey is quaking in her boots. Judges, let's see those numbers. All right, we've almost got all of the judges.
P.
All right, so with Emanuela, we have a 9. Thomas has given us an 8. Janatalie has given us a 7. Chris has given us a 9. And Jalen has given us a 7. All right, let's start explanations off with Jalen.
First, let me say I love the enthusiasm you had. Does anyone know where that song was from? Because I was trying to figure it out. It sounded familiar, but it wasn't.
The musical Funny Girl.
Yes, and it was on Glee.
Okay, I know it from Glee. I was like, no, that sounds. Okay. I did like it. I did like your energy and everything. But I think it was the computer that it had cut off for a moment and like paused. And so it was just a little awkward. But that wasn't on the person operating.
Technology.
Yes, you can't trust it. You can't trust it. But I did like it. Some of the parts I feel like you were moving a little too much, so it took a little from your breath control, just a tad bit. But for the most part, I like it.
All right, thank you, Jalen. Let's hear from Janatalie.
I gave it a 7 because I really love the theatrics. I love your voice, Lacey, and like I've said, you need to be a Disney princess. You're the next Disney princess. But
And
it's
that's
just
on Belle.
like Jalen said, the technology can sometimes be the devil, and that was the only thing. But you're amazing.
All right, Emanuela, what's your thoughts?
I gave it a 9 because I love Broadway and anything related to it, and I love just the energy. Like it took it from it being like just a normal singing video to like a performance. So I really appreciated it.
All right, let's go to Chris.
Yeah, I really enjoyed. Obviously, she sang really well. But really, what puts it over the top for me to give it a 9 compared to some other scores is really just like kind of what Emmanuel was saying, the theatrics of it, and her moving around and expressing what she's trying to say, and just making it feel like you're there. I think that the technology is always it always is a problem. It always can cause problems. I don't know if it was like a cut, like if she edited it, or if it was just a like a glitch. But either way, it doesn't really matter. I think she did a great job, and I really enjoyed the performance, and that was really great.
Yeah, and finally, Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, just really echoing what everyone else has said. This was the passion that I thought was kind of lacking in some of our other singing auditions. And so this one, I was like, wow, the passion really shone through. It did take a toll on it, as was mentioned as well, like with some of the breath control and that type of thing. But honestly, I think the killer for this one was just being over the computer just really did not help at all. And so I think that was the damaging part of it. I mean, live performance would have been stunning. This was it just hurt it to be over the computer.
All right, judges. Next up, we have a graphic design major who is a sophomore and whose hobbies consist of singing, playing guitar, piano, and art, like calligraphy and drawings. As Hannah Montana would say, this contestant gives us the best of both worlds. Let's give it up for Sarah John.
Hey y'all, my name is Sarah John. I'm a graphic design major and I will be playing The Thief by Brooke Fraser. Your eyes are full of the future of us. The air changes as you look across at me in that wandering way. It is as if I knew you before we spoke. Do our hearts know something we don't? Conspiring, converging, with without giving us any say. You sing me to sleep, talk down my walls, look through my windows as I say you could be the thief I give the key to. If it's in your hand like the water in rain, it unlocks our two different selves and shows we are the same. Rather than wait till life put me out for the taking, you're breaking, you're breaking into my heart, and I'm letting you. Your eyes are full of the future of us.
All right. Thank you, Sarah John, for your submission. Trying to get somebody teared up over here. And I might say I am loving the two first names. Judges, let's see some scores for her performance. All right. We have a 10 from Emanuela, a 9 from Thomas, a 9 from Janatalie, a 10 from Chris, and an 8 from Jalen. All right, let's start off explanations from Thomas.
I mean, wow, like that was a very, as Mark already said, that was very emotional. The tone matched the words. It was very peaceful. It was very thoughtful. And I just really enjoyed the combination of the guitar with it. I just thought it really matched and went together well overall. So that was a great job.
All right, how about you, Chris?
So right off the bat, when she started playing the whole song on guitar live, I thought that was really, really great. But just hearing the song, it was such a beautiful song, and I think she did a great rendition of it, and it just sounded like fantastic, and it really the lyrics just really matched. Kind of what Thomas was saying, it just matched exactly how you like, it makes you feel the music, and I think it was just a great performance, and I think I gave it a 10, so I thought it was pretty good. So.
All right, let's hear from Jalen.
I gave it an 8 because don't take it wrong. I loved your voice. I love the guitar and everything. It was very calming to me. I felt like I had essential oils playing in the background or something. So I think for me it was more of how calming it was, you know. I expected a little more just variety, but then again, I don't know the song. So yeah.
All right, let's hear from Emanuela.
I'm glad that I saved my 10 for this performance. It was just really good. I enjoyed the guitar. It was very calm. It was very peaceful. Her voice was amazing, and I enjoyed it overall.
Gotcha. And finally, I think Janatalie.
I gave it a 9 because it made me feel like I was on the beach at sunset and I could hear the waves, and it just smelled like lavender outside, and it was just beautiful. Like if I had my 10, I would have gave you my 10.
For sure, for sure. Thank you, judges. We're going to go ahead and move on to our last but not least contestant. Our final contestant is a psychology major, which is good because my fellow judges keep telling me I need to get some help. She's a sophomore classification and a lover of Jesus, music, people, books, and cats. I think you and Joe Exotic would get along perfectly in Tiger King. Let's give it up for Amanda Finnegan.
Hey guys, my name is Amanda Finnegan. I'm a sophomore at HBU studying psychology, and today I would like to sing a song for you that I wrote last year called Kendall's Kimono, based on a true story. Staying over at a friend's can be such a blast. Problem is you're stuck with the clothes right on your back. One day I found myself in need of an outfit. Dress and shoes just wouldn't do, I need something more. But thanks to the friend I have, she's one stand-up gal. She let me borrow what I needed with a smile. Long and flowing, black and purple, flower printed. I felt I could fly, and did I mention the pockets? Really, nothing could be better. Jeans or jackets, not even a sweater. It didn't let me down like so many things in life. In fact, it came at just the right time. It was like a dream and nothing can compare, oh no. And I wish there were more things like Kendall's kimono. By the way, this is Kendall, and this is her kimono.
Great submission, Amanda. Let's hear from the judges and how they've scored on this last contestant. Also, Amanda, you're going to definitely teach me piano after this. All right. I think I see all our scores. Emanuela has given it a 7. Thomas has given it a 7. Janatalie has given it a 7. Chris has given it a 9. And Jalen has given it a 9. All right, let's start off with Janatalie.
Okay, so I gave you a 7 because you gave me that Disney feel. And I think you and Lacey need to be sisters in a Disney princess movie together. And I'm friends with Kendall too.
All right, let's hear from Emanuela.
I gave it a 7. So I don't know if the song was meant to be amusing, but it made me smile. And I like the fact that she played piano and wrote it. I don't know. I just gave it a 7 because that's kind of how I felt about it, but I thought it was good.
All right, how about you, Chris?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that she quickly told us the backstory of why she wrote the song and what it's about. I think that really made us all kind of connect to it a little bit better. Or at least for myself, it did. Especially at the end when she showed the picture of her friend and was like, here's her and her kimono, right? I thought that was great. She did a great job singing. I love that she was playing on piano. That was really awesome. That's a really hard instrument. All instruments are very difficult, and that was very cool to see that. And I think it was great. An original written song. It was a great performance.
For sure. How about you, Jalen?
So I too know Kendall, and I thought it was so cool. I don't know about y'all, but it gave me a little like Paramore vibe, Something you hear on like a movie, you just walking, two couples, the boy get a girl the jacket, and then all of a sudden she starts singing about it kind of stuff. That's what I felt.
I got you.
Yeah, but I loved it. It was a very kind of lively song.
All right, and finally, Thomas.
Yeah, just really echoing Jalen on that one. It was a really kind of cute vibe. I really enjoyed the tune with everything mixed in there. The reason it's a 7 is because I was a little confused at first. I wasn't sure where exactly it was going, but then as soon as we started talking about the pockets, then I was like, oh wow, that's funny. It makes sense to me. It just was too confusing getting started. I was like, I don't get where this is going, but then it jumped in, and I was like, wow, this is funny. I like it.
Got you. All right. Thank you, judges. That was our final contestant. That was a really exciting round. There were so many bright stars in the group chat. I got to put on my shades. I had to put on my shades. How good all of y'all were. All right, folks. Since that was our last contestant, the people behind the scenes, aka Alex, the original Queen Bee, will be tallying up the votes and returning with your top 3 finalists in our Huskies Got Talent. So far, I've enjoyed being the mixture of Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart for a day. Some people say I have an odd resemblance to them. Those people are wrong. I'm kidding. But on a serious note, while I've got all of you here, If any of you have any prayer requests during this time, you can drop them in the chat so we can all be in agreement on your healing and success as we conclude our school year, because I know this is definitely final season and that's by itself. So if you have any prayer requests, go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you don't feel like sharing your prayer request, that's fine too. You can message any of us separately or not at all, but regardless, I'll be praying for you guys. Also, if you want to drop a Netflix movie or series you've recently been binging during quarantine, that would be fine too. I've been looking for something to watch because I'm pretty sure I've watched just about every single horror, thriller, or reality show that exists on Netflix. Like every single one. There's so many reality shows that are trending, and I've watched every single one of them. And who knows, you may find a best friend in the chat if you both have the same responses. While you guys put those things in the chat, let's hear from the judges how they've been feeling through this whole experience. Let's start off with Janatalie. Hey, Nat, how much of your quarantine has consisted of making TikToks for over 2
None of
hours?
I just watched them now.
Oh yeah, you just watching? Have you mastered the Renegade?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Have any of the judges been engulfing a lot of carbohydrates? Or have y'all been working out?
I've been working out. Eating
I've
healthy.
been doing who said Black Lightning? That's good. That's a good show.
Black Lightning is good, and Seven Deadly Sins is good, and Good Girls is good. Y'all, and the one, y'all's taste is immaculate. The flavor in this.
I like this. I like this.
Yes, I love that.
But to answer your question, Mark, I've been doing a little bit of both.
Okay.
You got to balance, so you got to eat the carbs and then work the carbs off.
For sure.
Yes.
Oh, and My Hero Academia is really good too. I need to actually catch up on that. What else? What have y'all been up to this quarantine? How about you, Chris? What you been doing, Chris? Or Thomas? I don't know which one you want.
I've been just trying to stay in shape, man. You know, it's tough, but you know, it's kind of hard to be, care. But I'm just trying to stay up shape. Try to get up. And I've been practicing guitar and trying to work on my video editing because I'm a cinema arts major. So I'm trying to make sure I keep my skills sharp. But I need to start slacking on that.
Gotcha.
I had one question though for the audience. What are you guys watching the Zoom on? Are you watching on a laptop or phone or something? I wonder where they're watching it from. Just so
that is a good question. Yeah. Anybody phone? We got a phone, laptop.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're all on our laptop. I can tell based off of your screens because it's rectangular, not or what is it? Horizontal, not vertical. I'm tripping. But I just recently got a call from people. They just informed me that we have had a 3-way tie.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to vote for who is going to get that 3 position. And so I think our people are going to be putting that right now. All right. So you guys go ahead and select one contestant and they will be moving on to our top 3 finalists. All right, guys, make sure you all get your votes in. Seems like everyone's getting their votes in right now. I wish I had a drumming noise. I'm gonna do somebody give me something. Somebody give me something. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no, I need some. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a countdown from 10 to see who our top 3 are gonna be. All right. I was gonna say we all do it together, but since we're all gonna be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, that's probably not the best idea. So we are going to count down from 10. Ready? Or I'm gonna count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the contestant that will be moving on with the people in the top 3 is Jaden Seal. All right, guys, thank you for everyone who's been competing, but we still have 2 more people to announce who will be making it in the top 3. Still waiting for those final 2 to be told to me from our people at home. Mystery person? Cricket.
What are we waiting for?
All right, now we finally have our top 3. Okay. You guys are ready. So we already know that Jaden Seal has made it to our top 3. Congratulations to Jaden. And then our next 2 are, drum roll please, Sarah John and Christopher Bautista. Y'all can go crazy at home. Do your little renegades. Okay, so thank you for all the submissions who didn't make it. Regardless of if you didn't make it, you guys are still talented. You made the cut to be on here and to get judged, and that alone is an honor, and we are very proud of all of you. And so now, if you weren't here when I explained it earlier, I'm going to re-explain it again. As some of you may already know, the power is no longer in the hands of the judges. The power is in the hand of the people sitting right there at home, in your chairs or in your bed, wrapped up. Because in some people's rooms it's cold, like mine, but I'm sitting. And so you guys will now have the power to vote. Our people will put that on your screen. And as you vote with your hearts, your minds, with everyone that you've watched with. And we will then decide who our top contestant is. Will it be one of the 3? Like, come on, guys, I'm excited. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna replay the first minute of the top 3 contestants. And each minute, just give you a little bit more, just so you can feel it out again, watch it again, can be refreshed on the performances that made it to the top 3, so you can make a valid decision. All right, so I don't know which performance is going to play first, but let's go ahead and start off with Sarah John.
My name is Sarah John. I'm a graphic design major, and I will be playing The Thief by Brooke Fraser. Your eyes are full of the future of us. The air changes as you look across at me in that wandering way. It is as if I knew you before we spoke. Do our hearts know something we don't? Conspiring, converging. Thief by Brooke Fraser.
All right, thank you, Sarah John. That was her 1-minute performance, so you guys remember that. Next, we're going to go to Christopher Bautista. Let's see a minute of Christopher's performance.
I've been feeling kinda cooped up. I'm trying to get some fresh air. Hey, why you got the roof out? You know it never rains here. Hey, you ain't got a flash when you're taking your picture. You ain't gotta draw no extra attention. Paparazzi wanna shoot ya. Time for less out here. I've been in my bag anyway, trying to throw a bag in the safe. You can turn in the base. Baby, man, I want some baby names. Time for less out here. Do what I gotta do, bruh. Get up in my rearview mirror. I can't be riding round that open strip. I can't take it. When lost, I can't take it.
All right, thank you, Christopher Bautista. That was his 1 minute performance. And finally, we'll be looking at 1 minute of Jaden Seals.
Hello, my name is Jaden Seals, and I will be singing an original song called Isolation, which is from my EP Isolation, which is now available on all streaming services. I'm not complaining cause I told you that there's nothing to be sad for. And I don't understand why I'm hating the fact that I'm the one who shut the door. I can't stop this aching, my heart is still sore. But I don't want you back, my feelings I ignore. And your words are so deceiving. You're in my mind, I'm disbelieving. So don't try to play with me. Just move on and let this be. Yeah, I love this. Wrote this love song for us. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you to all of the people who made it to the top 3 again. That is truly exciting for all of you. I definitely want to snatch some AirPods from you if I could. But yes, great job to all of you. Congratulations for making it to the top 3 again. If you guys want to drop a comment and say something to the people who did make it to the top 3, make them feel good, that would be great. If you want to say something to the people who did get out, unfortunately, before this round, you can also make them feel good too. We all want to feel good during quarantine. So go ahead and drop something in the comments. And then we'll get to voting for who our top 3 contestants are, because this is super, super exciting. It's especially exciting for the people who are at home, who are winning. They're sitting at their chairs like, oh my God, is it going to be me? We don't know. We don't know. Out of our hands. All right. So, without further ado, we are going to be voting on who the winner of Huskies Got Talent is. And they will then be crowned as the most talented Husky. Like, that is an honor. I am so excited for you guys. Thank you for leaving a comment, and Chris. But yes, we're going to go ahead and move on. And let's not forget that first place First place will be receiving AirPods. Second place will be receiving a $75 gift card to Grubhub. And third place will be receiving a $50 gift card to Grubhub. So all these people will get their prize, and we are super excited for all of you and everyone who's been watching. Thank you for tuning in again. But yeah, let's go ahead and vote on Sarah John, Christopher Bautista, and Jaden Seal. So who do you want to be our Huskies Got Talent champion? Go ahead and select your contestant.
And the Grubhub card sounds good right about now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really do. We stuck at home anyways.
Yeah.
Shoot, if you're trying to share, slide a little over here.
Got you. Make sure all you guys vote, because this is in your hands. This is your power.
Amen.
So excited, just like Jesus.
Hey.
Make sure y'all put in your votes.
Suspense.
The suspense is building. All right, let's do should I do a 20-second or 30-second countdown? What do y'all think?
Damn, that's a long countdown, man.
I know, and I don't want to count that long. I can't count that high. So
I think we just stall and then count down from 10 again.
all right.
Well,
Let's let's go ahead. I'll do a 10-second one. A 10-second. How's that? All right, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna start by announcing who our third place person is. So in third place, and they will be winning a $50 gift card to Grubhub, is Jaden Seal. So congratulations to Jaden. Woo! Congratulations, Jaden. We are so proud of you. Make sure y'all go stream his EP. He did so much to be successful on that. And so thank you. Congratulations. That in itself is a win. So good job, Jaden. And I still want to take that Grub Up card, but that's not the point. All right, next, our second place winner. All of you are winners. So our second place winner is Christopher Bautista, winning a $75 gift card to Grubhub. Congratulations, Christopher. That is still a huge deal. So congratulations to you. All of y'all are winners. I also want to take your Grubhub card, or you can just fade me some food. I like Chipotle, Wendy's. Thank you. And of course, our obvious winner is Sarah John. Thank you, Sarah. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. That is such a big accomplishment. And you will be winning AirPods. And so this is a quick little closing remarks to all of you cool cats and kittens. Sorry, I had to do that again. I just love the reference. Again, thank you for tuning in with Freshman Council, and thank you for your continued support. Also, congratulations to our champion today, Sarah John. You're real lucky winning them AirPods. If I see you on campus, I'm not going to do anything to you because I'm a nice person. I'm kind of kidding. Anyways, again, stay safe out there in all of your endeavors and ensure that you maintain social distancing practices, or I'll track you down with a mask and a bottle of Germ-X, you nasties. All right. That's all I got. Thanks again, Huskies. May the odds be ever in your favor. Go on and be great.